Action. Okay, I think we're live. Let's go Dodgers! Let's go Dodgers! And let's go Broncos! The crowd goes wild as they win this game against the Chargers. Yes, I'm from LA. Yes, I support the LA Chargers when they're not playing my Broncos team, because I'm all about the Broncos. So today in the weekly forecast, welcome. This is Linda Sochi Avalos, and I am coming to you live from Long Beach, California. And I want to go into quite a few different things, of course, this week. It's usually the longer Facebook Live videos I'm doing. Today I'm talking about the game today, the Broncos game. I'm going to be talking about the moon phase this week. I'm going to be talking about the new moon we just had, what's going on with astrology, what's going on with numerology. So let's just go ahead and get started. All right, so week 43. 43 breaks down to 4 plus 3 equals 7. So it's a 7 week. The energy is a 7. When we look at a 7, I am a 7 life path. So this could be good for me, of course. I love it. However, the energy of 7 is all about asking the big questions. Like, what is this about? What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of my life? What is the meaning of the energy of everything that's happening? Like, does this mean something? Should I, maybe not so much over analytical in thinking, but a lot of going deep, like your spirituality. It's complete spirituality. So my recommendation for you is, if things get hectic, you're questioning everything, the way that 7s get paranoid or into the negative, their negative energy is getting paranoid. So whenever I get paranoid, it's when I'm not trusting. When I'm not trusting the universe, when I'm not trusting the process of life, when I'm not trusting other people, when I'm not trusting that everything happens for a reason. I start to get paranoid. And then the mind chatter just starts and yeah, all in my head. And so it doesn't allow me to focus, go connect, right? We connect with our higher self, our higher power, HP. So let's go ahead and just do that now. And take a deep breath, relax, and get ready, because the energy, I know we're still in the week 6 energy. Today is the last day. So this, we're ending the supportive day, weekend, and nurturing, but we're going into tomorrow a spiritual, recommending you stay close to a body of water, take longer showers, take a hot bath if you can, a warm bath. Whatever it is that relaxes you, that is where you want to focus on your energy. Because life, it's a roller coaster. It has ups, it has downs, and it's your job to stay focused, to stay balanced, and this week to stay within and to stay connected. So that is the energy numerologically for week 7 coming up. Again, that's October 23rd. For that week, 2017, if you're watching live. So what's going on with the moon phase? The moon phase, we just had a new moon on Thursday, and it was in Libra. And so now, obviously, if you look up at the moon, you'll see it looks like a little nail clipping. And so it's growing again. So we want to focus on things that we want in our life, which combines really well with the 7 energy in numerology of, what does this mean? So asking yourself, you might ask yourself those questions this week. What does life mean? These are the goals that I want. As far as your moon phase, okay, if you want those goals, how can I focus on that? How can I get that? What does that mean to me? Or how does this relationship serve me right now? Whatever, this relationship at work, this relationship at partnership, in business, in relationships, in romantic relationships, family relationships, with your children, with your siblings, etc. And so all of that is going to be meshing well together. Going within, focusing on you, inner strength, right? That is the key word. Last week, or we're finishing up today, the key word is harmony. This week is inner strength. So going within, take some time if you can this week, daily, to either meditate, to take some deep breaths and just focus on your breath, because that helps you calm down. It helps you release anxiety. It helps you release stress. So schedule it. If you know you're going to have a busy week, like I'm going to be having a busy week, just schedule it in. So I'm going to make sure that on my calendar, when I wake up in the morning, I'm either going to journal or I'm going to just take some time for me to let whatever paranoia come out, and then tune back into my higher self, my higher power, my spiritual entourage, reminding myself that angels are all around me all the time, 24/7, since the first time I took a breath in this body on earth. And they're going to stay with me until I take my last breath on earth. And so trusting that, and trusting that you can always call on more angels, and for whatever you need, for the most simplest thing, or if you need a miracle, you can always call on more angels. So astrologically, we also have, like I said, the moon phase. So we're going to be the moon is going to be going into Sagittarius this week, then Capricorn, then Sagittarius, Capricorn, then Aquarius. We're going to end off the week in Pisces as far as the moon goes. So if you are any of those signs, just notice that during the week. You might feel good for one day, and then the next day you're like, wait, I just felt good yesterday. What happened? They're probably because of the moon. The moon does affect us because our bodies are 80% water, right? 80% water. And so if you think about when we have a full moon, the tide gets higher because it's a lot of emotion and expression. So if the moon is in your phase, in your sign, in your astrological sign, then you might feel it a little bit more than other days. Then astrologically, the Sun and Jupiter are joining forces on Thursday in Scorpio. So cut the crap. That's going to be get rid of the BS. Don't BS. Go within and speak your truth. Speak your truth. That doesn't mean that you have to be, what do people say all the time? To be brutally honest, right? Some people are like, well, to be brutally honest. Well, you don't have to be brutally honest. You can be honest with tact. You don't have to be blunt and be rude or be mean about something. There are different ways to communicate. And so I just focus on that. So on Thursday, you might feel that energy of like, you know what? I want to speak my truth, or I want to hear the truth, or you don't have time for the BS. So you're like, just get to the point. Like, I appreciate you giving me your story, or acknowledge yourself if you're BSing yourself in your own life. Just speak your truth. So that's another hashtag, speak your truth. And that ties really good also as far as when Sun and the Jupiter in Scorpio with self-reflection, which goes back to numerology of the 7 energy. It goes back to that spirituality, asking those questions, and also the moon phase of it growing, in the beginning phases of its growing. So super powerful week, of course. Always, there's always energy. There's always things happening serendipitously for us, never to us, even though we may not always see the blessings. So that is what's going on this week. As far as my Bronco game today, I'm going to just go really quickly into that. It looks like, so I did a lot of analyzing with the numbers in this game today. So the LA Chargers, the minute that they switch from San Diego Chargers to Los Angeles Chargers, that automatically changes the vibration of the team. Just like when women get married, or when people change their name, get married and change their name, or when people change their name, it changes your vibration. It changes. When I moved from Denver to California, that changed me. That also changed me astrologically. Because the planets are now in different, I'll learn different lessons, okay? And so when the LA Chargers have moved now here, it changes their vibration. So they are in they're in an 8 energy, 8. So that's what they break down to an 8. I don't want to talk about too much about that because I want to talk about the game. The Denver Broncos, they're a 1 energy. 1s are very competitive, and we could see that because they've been to the Super Bowl a few times, and sometimes they wind down, and then you see them come forward. They're competitive. They're like, no, we're going to give it our all. They're playing in Los Angeles, and that breaks down to my initials, LA, I don't know, I can't figure that out. I'm backwards. So I'm going to be rooting for my Broncos today, and Los Angeles breaks down to a 1 energy. 1 energy. And then California, yeah, obviously that's in California. And then I analyzed the quarterbacks. So we have Phillip Rivers, and we also have Trevor, and I don't want to mispronounce his name. So that's his last name. I don't know. I don't want to mess that up. So it's funny because, and I also did the coaches as well, Vance Joseph and Anthony Lynn. So it's so interesting because the 2 quarterbacks are in a personal year of 3, which is all about expressing yourself. They're really gonna bring it to the table. That's what I'm seeing. I'm thinking they're gonna bring it to the table. They're gonna fight. Definitely, the Broncos are gonna fight to win, especially here in LA, because that's a natural. They're compatible with Los Angeles. Then we have Anthony Lynn, who is in a personal year of 7. So personal year of 7, he's probably reflecting a lot this year about what's going on with the career. What does this mean? So he needs to make sure that he gets a lot of self-reflection this year. So, but the 7 of his personal year is not compatible with a 1 personal year, a world number of 1. We're also in a world number. 2017 is a number 1 energy. So we might see a lot of competition this year, but there's no but. I'm not talking about that right now too much. Then we have Vance Joseph, who's the Denver Broncos coach, and it's funny because the 2 coaches, they have the same exact, their life path breaks down to the same exact number, which is also a 3. So it's just going to be really interesting. We've got the 2 quarterbacks in a personal year of 3. We've got both coaches that are life path 3. So that means they're compatible. They probably get along, other than today. So we'll see what happens. Of course, I'm going to be rooting for my Broncos. It's going to be a good game. I think from analyzing the numbers in numerology, what's going to happen is Chargers might be taking a lot of they might be scoring, but I think the Broncos are going to catch up at the end. And they're just going to always have a comeback, and I think they're going to win. Of course, I'm biased as well. But that's it for that as far as NFL. And on Tuesday, stay posted because I will be analyzing the Dodgers. Congratulations, Dodgers. You guys are going to the World Series. Yay! Okay, super awesome. And then sorry, Yankees, you guys didn't make it, but the Astros are going. So Houston Astros are going to be going, and we're playing in LA on Tuesday. So stay tuned for that because I will analyze the numbers for that if you're into sports. If you're not into sports, you could have cut this out a long time ago. Thank you for being patient. If you have a birthday this week, huge shout outs, a lot of angels, a lot of fairies, a lot of birthday amazing surprises being sent to you, a lot of love, sending you hugs. Hope you have an amazing week. Remember, hashtag always stay empowered, hashtag empower yourself, and the keywords for today, for this week, which are inner strength and speak your truth. All right, this is Linda Xochiavalos coming to you live again. Unless you're watching the replay, please remember to subscribe, leave comments, and I will talk to you on Tuesday. Toodaloo.